Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good evening. I hope everyone can hear me. Good evening. Good evening. What's the name of the person coordinating? I'm trying to see. I'm not sure. Fortune. Good evening to you. Good evening to everyone who is tuned in. Please, if you can hear me very clearly, put it in the comment section. So I'm sure everybody is hearing me. Fortune. I hope I can be heard very clearly by everyone. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to my friend, my colleague, Mr. Ekene Medici of Medici Homes. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here to share, to get to learn, so we could do better in our activities as realtors. It's a rare privilege, and I want to thank you so much for having me. It's going to be a brief, but very, very insightful and very, very helpful session to some of us based on the topic that we are going to be discussing about. So, earlier on today, when I shared about the fact that we're going to be talking about this later today, I was saying that success as a realtor is making sales consistently. How many of us agree with that? It's going to be an interactive class. So I don't know, Fortune, if it's possible when I would get to ask questions, let me get a response or two. So for those who couldn't respond very fast by saying your name or where you're watching from, you could quickly grab the opportunity to share when the time comes. Fortune, is that possible? Very possible. Thank you very much. So I said that success, success as a realtor amounts to making sales consistently. If you agree, say I agree. If you disagree, say I disagree. So at the end of the day, how you measure your success is that you're making sales. Of course, there's a whole lot of things that constitute you being able to make sales, from the knowledge of your product and knowledge of what we want to discuss, to your contact based, to your trust level with your audience and everything, right? But that is what it is. Success as a realtor amounts to making sales consistently. But making sales consistently boils down to getting your leads and getting them to buy from you, which is what we're discussing. If success as a realtor boils down to making sales consistently boils down to getting your leads to buy. And so this evening, in the next 30 minutes, we're going to be sharing on how to get your leads to buy, how to get your leads to buy from you. And this conversation is divided into two main parts. Let me see what's going on the comment section. Okay, we can hear you. Yes, I agree. I agree. Okay, okay, okay. So this conversation is divided into two main parts. The first part of it is getting your leads, and we're talking about lead acquisition, prospect acquisition. The second part of it is not just getting the leads to wherever you want to get them to. The second part of the conversation is getting those leads to buy. Getting those leads to buy. So we're going to be sharing very helpful insights on these two parts of this conversation: the hows, the what and the hows to getting your leads, and the what and the hows to getting those leads to buy. Okay? So some realtors have a challenge with getting leads. Those realtors who don't sell consistently, they have challenge in two of it, either of those places: getting the leads, and some have issues with getting those leads to buy. Let me see in the comment section where you have most of your problem. Is it in getting the leads, lead acquisition, lead generation, or in lead conversion, getting the leads to buy? Getting the leads to buy from you is converting them from prospects to clients, from prospect to customers. When a lead has sealed a deal, the lead has been converted. He becomes a customer. So let me see in the comment section, where do you have your greatest challenge in these two equations? Getting my lead is a problem. That's what Michael Godwin says. So who else? Let's see. Very quickly, please. We don't have time. I'll do this in the shortest period of time possible. Getting the lead, getting the lead, getting the lead. Getting the lead. Let's see. Two more answers and we're good. I want this to be as interactive as possible. Getting the lead. Any more person? Let's see. Miracle Agozirim says getting my leads to buy. So Miracle is making me to assume that he or she already is good with acquiring the leads, but converting the lead is a problem. Who else? One more response and we're good to go. One more response and we're good to go. Okay, so just not to take so much of your time, more people are saying getting the leads is the problem. So I'm definitely going to share on the two of them. So these are time-tested, proven strategies, processes with which I used to, acquire leads for real estate. And I've seen most of my senior colleagues also apply this principle to acquire leads for real estate. So getting leads is your problem. First question is lead conversion. Okay, so the question is balanced. We're going to talk about lead acquisition and we're going to talk about lead conversion. So the first is about lead acquisition, and that answers the question about who will buy. Who will buy? Who is the people, or who are the people that you want to get to buy real estate from you? Who specifically are the people you want to get to buy real estate from you? You cannot sell every real estate to everyone in every place. You may sell sometimes to a couple of different people, especially when you're starting out, but consistently, you can't always sell every property to every person in every place. Therefore, you have to define, you have to choose, you have to identify the who you want to sell to, who you want to attract to your list or to your wherever you're building your audience. You have to define, you have to decide. If you're trying to sell to everybody, you're trying to sell to nobody. It's very important that you define who you want to sell to, because who you want to sell to defines what you say to the person. It defines it affects the pain that you're addressing in your marketing message. It affects what kind of marketing message. It affects what you say, the contents that you put out. It affects the offer that you present. Like the ideal person you want to attract to yourself to sell real estate to, or the ideal persons you want to get to yourself to buy real estate from you, affects every other activity that you're going to be doing in your real estate business. So it is very clear, whether you're a company or you are an individual realtor selling real estate, you have to be clear who you want to get to buy real estate from you. If that's clear, put it in the comment section. So that is one of the what. How do you define that? Let me make it simple, because I want that at the end of this 30 minutes, you should be able to have exactly what you can go and practice. Now, this is it. Um, this is how I was able to define who I want to specifically target. A man named Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book, The Financial Quadrant or something like that. And so he mentioned a couple of persons and how they get their money. Mind you, the persons you want to get to buy real estate from you have to have the capacity to buy. And so if they have to have the capacity to buy, we have to identify them based on certain things. One of it is how they get their money. We can classify people based on how they get their money. And so there are people that get their money from being from an employment, either being employed by government or being employed by a private organization. So one target audience you may choose to reach out for. I'm going to mention some of them, and I am doing this so that the teaching is not just theoretical, it is practical, something you can go and do beginning this night. So I have said that for you to get leads to buy, you have to first of all get the leads, and then later you get the leads you've gotten to buy. I'll tell you what I do and what you can do to get the leads. I'll tell you what you can do to get the leads you've gotten to buy. So to get the leads, you have to clearly identify and define who are the leads that you want to get to buy. The leads I want to get to buy may not be the same that Miracle wants to get to buy. The leads Miracle wants to get to buy from her or him may not be the same that Miriam wants to get to buy from her. Every one of us are the same, are different. And people will buy from different people. Not everybody will buy from you. You have to accept that fact. Everybody is not going to buy real estate from you. So we define our people, our who will buy from us from the various ways that they get money. And Robert Kiyosaki categorized them into 4, and that will help because that helps me. The first is people who get their money from a paid employment, either government workers, government employed people, private employed people. So on my list, I have high earning privately employed individuals. High earning privately employed individuals. High earning privately employed individuals. So in getting my leads to buy, I have to define the leads that I want to come to me. Is like, I don't want jobless people. If you don't have an employment, you probably are not the person that I want to attract to my list. If you're a student, you probably are not the person I'm attracting to my list. Now, this is another point with defining who you want to buy. When you are clear about who you are talking every time in your marketing message, as if you're talking to this one person or this set of group of people. They have unique pain as it regards your product. They have unique pain as it regards your product. They have certain kinds of pain. And so when you are writing your copy or communicating your copy, you're talking directly to them. They have fears. They have things that motivate them. Some of them are scared. For instance, this group of people who are high-earning privately employed people, they are scared what's going to happen when their retirement comes. Some of them have the money to buy, but they are scared who they can trust. They really don't know what to look out for when they want to buy real estate, for instance. Some of them have already bought, real estate already, but they are thinking about cash flow, the cash flow side of real estate, not real estate for cash appreciation. They are looking at how real estate can start giving them money even before they leave their employ. So a person who is in such category that is looking for real estate that will be giving him money even before he leaves his, let's say 5-10 years before he leaves his employ, the kind of property that you're going to be recommending or showing to him is different from the kind you're going to be showing for somebody who wants capital appreciation or whose focus is capital appreciation. Are we together? If we're together and you're learning something, put it in the comment section. So high earning privately employed individuals. You can go further in defining your people by categorizing what they do, the kind of profession, for instance, that high earning individuals do. You can give an example. I don't want to go that deep. But there are certain kinds of profession that, you know, people who are employed can earn sensibly well. You can categorize them. The point I'm making is that profile the person, profile the group of persons you want to target, so that every time you write, you are talking to these people. When these people hear your voice, they will hear you and they will follow you. When these people hear your ad marketing, they will hear you and they will follow you. When these people hear your voice communicating their pain, communicating their concerns, their fears, and their motivations, they would hear you and they will follow you. They will come onto you. They will come to your contents. They will come to your list. They would come to your space because you are talking about matters that concern them, and you're raising precisely their issue. Let me go further. High earning privately employed individuals, there's high earning publicly employed individuals. Now you could choose to target high earning privately employed individuals in Nigeria. You could choose to say high earning privately employed individuals in diaspora, specifically in a particular city or the entire US. You could choose to say high earning privately employed individuals in a particular country, in Canada. And of course, you don't just say that. Of course, when you define these people so clearly, you will now start going to position yourself where you could possibly find these people. There are groups on Facebook that have Nigerians who are privately employed abroad, and they are staying in that group. So if you're putting your content only on your own Facebook page and your Facebook group, and you don't have these specific people, somebody who is more intentional and strategic, who has this kind of information and is running with this kind of information, you find this kind of persons in those groups. While he posts on his personal Facebook, he's also going to put those contents in those kind of group. And those kind of people are already there and they'll be paying attention. Some of them will be inboxing him to ask questions or the other. Another group of people you could target is high-earning self-employed people in Nigeria. High-earning self-employed people in Nigeria. There are persons who are not just struggling in business, in whatever they are doing. Let's say the person makes clothes, he's a fashion designer, he's doing very, very well, employing himself, touching some good money. You could target those group of people too. You could leave the employed people. Now, their problems are different. Some of them want to grow their business bigger. You could bring, that's a pain for them. You could suggest and recommend and communicate real estate product as a means, especially capital appreciation kind of product, as a means for them to solve their problem of business expansion in the next 3-5 years. Are we together? And are we learning something? Another group of people you could target for time's sake is high-earning cash flow business owners. I'm using the word high-earning because low-earning cannot buy anything, especially if you're in Nigeria. Low-earning cannot buy anything. Anybody earning less than 100,000 or 200,000 in Nigeria cannot necessarily, if you're earning 200,000, for you to remove 100,000 monthly, that would be like 1.2 million a month, a year. I don't know if that's possible to buy anything. Okay, there are some properties in River State, 700, 800, but then, you know, personally, even I don't even talk about those kind of properties because my target audience can afford more than that. So, you know, it's different. People differs. Everybody here differs. So when you're starting out, you decide who are the people you want to sell. This is how you define the people, right? The people you want to sell affects the product that you now sell, the class of real estate that you now sell. There's some people that deals with high-end real estate. Some people deal with mid-end, you know, mid-price real estate, and some people do with the entry-level kind of real estate. So I've been able to share a couple of target persons you could identify as who you want to reach out to. So the first one I said is high-earning privately employed, either in Nigeria or in the diaspora. Categorize the city. Go find out where you could see these persons, either on Instagram and on Facebook, especially Facebook groups. When you are creating your content, create with these persons in mind. Sometimes you could call their names. Someone like me, if I'm doing video, for instance, and these are the persons I'm targeting, I'm going to be, you know, calling their category. If you are employed in the diaspora and you need something to fall back on when you are retired, this is for you. I call their names, you know, not their name, but the class that they fall into. The second one is the high earning self-employed, usually in Nigeria. High earning small business owners. You have a business, you are employed 2-3 persons, you're looking forward to expanding those business, but that business is already giving you a lot of cash flow. You could spare 300, 400K a month. Those are also a target audience that you may want to reach out. Some of the employed people too. I'm giving this is crazy expo too. Some of those people who are into transport business, especially at some kind of seasons, somebody is raking in 50,000 naira profit a day as a transporter, and you're overlooking those group of people. Some people in the main markets, those people are self-employed, they touch 40-50K profit per day. Those people can give you 1 million a month. Those people can buy properties 1 million, 2 million. Those people can buy 2-3 properties a year. You're not reaching out to them because you have not identified. You are looking for any and everybody. When you're looking for anybody, you're looking for everybody, and you're looking for nobody. You have to specify. I've spent so much time on this. So this is basically how to get them. You identify them. Number 2, you identify their pain points. You identify things that bother them as it regards real estate. Is it the fear of being scammed? Is it not knowing what to go for? Is it not knowing how it can help them? What are their pains as it regards real estate? Classify. And then now finally, in getting your leads, you have to provide a solution to their pain. Provide a solution to the pain of the people you have identified to get to come and buy real estate from you. Provide a solution. Your content should not just be content. Your content should not just be content sporadic. Your content should be short tidbits, clips, reels, videos that are providing solutions to the pain of these particular persons you are seeking to attract to yourself to get real estate. I hope that helps. If I want to go much more deeper, if this was a closer group or something, I could go to tell you some kind of tools that you could use, assuming you run ads. You could do a plethora of videos and a few high value videos that you could get these guys to come and learn from. And when they come to access these videos, they give you their details, maybe on WhatsApp and all that. This tool will help you put them together, because you will not only get them to watch your content, but you get them on your WhatsApp space, and then you could later nurture them through your status and through some personalized broadcasts. There are tools like that. But let's go further. I hope what I've been able to share have been able to help you to know what to do and how to do it to get your leads, which is the first part. Now we're going into the second part. I've already done 20 minutes. The second part is getting the leads that you have acquired to buy from you. Getting the leads you have acquired to buy from you. And so there are 2 things you got to do there. Who is following? Share in the comment section that you're following. Let me know that I'm not just speaking to myself. I hope what I'm speaking is able to help. I hope what I'm speaking is bringing solutions. Share in the comment section if it's making sense. Somebody say following. If it's making sense, share. I don't know if this session is recorded. I don't know. People who missed out on the live, I don't know. It's adding value. Thank you so much. Yeah. So the second part, there are 2 things you need to do in getting the leads which you have acquired to buy. In lead conversions, there are 2 things you need to do to succeed in lead conversion. Number 1 is nurturing those leads. Nurturing those leads. That is the what. What do you do? Nurture those leads. How do you do it? I said that I don't want to leave this session in a high tone of what to do and things you could Google or go and use ChatGPT to find out. I want to give you what I've done. I want to give you what I'm doing. I want to give you what some great guys out there are doing. I want to give you what my team are doing, because it's my very good friend and brother that has invited me here. And of course, I'm paid to be here too. So I've got to give the best of values. Nurturing those leads. How do you nurture them? You nurture them by feeding them with content, information. What kind of content do you use to nurture leads? Two kinds of content that I have proven to work. Educative content, that is further educative content on real estate, and especially as regards to the property you are hoping to recommend to them or the properties you're promoting. Number two, testimonial content. Testimonial content, educative content, testimonial content. Don't just share contents that teach them deeper things from your status and on personalized broadcasts. Share testimonials. And the testimonials don't always have to be your own clients, especially if you're coming new. A client, some of your colleagues from the company you join or the team you join, the persons have successfully made sales, they are giving a location. Go there and share. Sometimes you want to put your face. Hello, I don't know if I can be seen. Hello, Mr. John. How are you doing today? We see that you've been allocated and everything. How do you feel and everything? So I feel like around that. Put your face. Let them see that. Let them see that people are buying. It's working. People are trusting you. People want to do what other people are doing. People want to do what people are doing. And so when they see testimonial content, they are being nurtured, and their trust level towards you is increasing. If they don't have trust level towards you, conversion will be hard. If they don't have trust level towards you, the final step, the second thing you should do in converting them will be hard. So what makes their trust level increase? Knowing that you are competent enough than other people are trusting you, and that's testimonial content. I've told you how you can get it. After the session, if you don't do anything about your whole business of real estate, is that you don't want to do it. And I hope to end with a whole prayer so that it doesn't just end with talking, it ends with the spirit and the grace to go and do. And nothing again is stopping you to do, because you already know what to do. Nurture those leads you have gotten, that you have clarified, and you have gone to position, and you have attracted them to your list. Nurture them with educational content and testimonial content. There are others you could use to nurture them, but these are the two I would share with you for now. What's the second thing you want to do? What is the second thing you want to do to get the leads you've already got to buy from you? What's the second thing you want to do? Build trust with them and make offers. Build trust with them and make offers to them. Build trust with them and make offers to them. Build trust with them and make offers to them. What's an offer? An offer is an enticing promise that lures them to accept at once. An offer is an enticing promise that lures your prospects to accept at once. But no offer you want to make, offers to buy, that will be so effective if those leads have not trusted you. If your trust level for them has not been increased, your offer may not be accepted, no matter how enticing it could look. And I'll go on to how you can make offers. But I'm saying that if you go to the last point, if you rush to go to the last point and start making offers to persons you just got last week or yesterday, except they were already ready to buy, your offers, they may still not accept it. So pay attention to that second point of nurturing them with educative content. And this is where knowing your product comes in. This is where investing in the knowledge of understanding real estate and real estate as a solution to so many problems comes in. Understanding the different area of real estate and all those things comes in. Because if you don't know, you cannot communicate as a professional. You cannot communicate as a consultant. You cannot communicate as somebody that is competent and they could trust. You cannot communicate as somebody that could show good judgment to know where is a red flag to not buy and where is a green flag to buy, who you should buy from, when you should buy, what you should look out for when you buy, what you should be given, or what you should get when when you have bought, show is safe and secure, how to secure, how to verify. These are all knowledges you need to know, and today's conversation is not about the basic, those knowledge you need to know. I salute my brother, Mr. Medici, Ekene Medici, because he's been bringing guests, and some of them have been sharing on this. But these things is what would help you to nurture with educative content. And nurturing with educative content over time makes those people you have attracted, you have identified and attracted to yourself, to see you and perceive you as an authority, somebody trustworthy, to help them make a buying decision as regards real estate, especially through you. Now, if you have grown their trust level, what is going to make them to buy from you? What is going to make them to buy from you? It's going to be the offer that you make. Now, as realtors, the offer that you make is not absolutely in your jurisdiction, because you are not the creator or curator of the product in itself. So you cannot say, there are different ways you could give offers. You could give offers through discount price. You could give offers through freebies and add-ons. Say this bag of rice, a voucher, cement, or blocks, or some of those things. Some companies already have created these offers. You just need to communicate it to your prospects. But for some companies who have not, you may need to alliance with them, or alliance with whichever company you're working with, to see how you could create offers. Let me give you a secret. Be willing to let go of some of your profit or commission to make more commission. Be willing to let go of a tiny portion of your commission in order to make bigger commission. Take for instance, you want to promote a property of 1 million naira. A plot is 1 million naira, and you make something like buy 2 plots, or buy 2 plots and get 4 bags of cement. And you know that if your company pays 10% commission, you would have 200,000 if a person buys 2 plots. 4 bags of cement, how much? Let's say 12,000 naira. I'm not so sure of the current price. Let's say 12,000 naira. 12 times 2, that's 24,000 naira, times 24, that's 48,000 naira. So you're approximately trying to lose 50,000 to get 150,000. Is that a good deal or a bad deal? Would you rather not get anything than get 150? And mind you, when you successfully get 1 client, you potentially get 10 clients. Did you hear what I've said? When you successfully deal with 1 client, you have potentially gotten 10 clients, because that one person has a network, has relatives, has people who knows him, likes him, and trust him. So when they are ready to make decisions in that area of real estate, they are likely to ask, those lands, those 2 plots where you say you buy, or those properties where you say you buy, where, who, and so you have more potential clients in that. So you could make an offer, and so you stand nothing to lose when you do that. If you are, if you have the skills and capacity, you could recreate your own designs and put whatever you choose to put as an add-on to that. If they go and buy those 2 plots directly from the company or whoever else, they may not get this. But this is your own offer, a particular offer from you. If your company is giving a discount, you could put it out there. If your company gives the documentation for free, please put it out there. That's a winning point. You could get extra miles to say you could get your document delivered for free. There was a time I did that. Anywhere you are in Nigeria, I sent to 2 states then. I sent to Lagos, I sent to Enugu. The way bill cost on me, how much did the way bill cost me from Enugu? 4,000 naira or something like that. 4,000 naira. A person bought a land 1 million naira. Then I was on 10% commission as at that time, and I got 100,000 naira for that, and 4,000 naira. That person bought. I did that before I would send the document and say, hold on, he connected his friend. His friend bought another 2 plots, and I sent everything at once. So I hope I've been able to help you so far to share in the last 35 minutes helpful tips on getting your leads and getting them to buy. If you have gained value from this session, put it in the comment section that I have gained value. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. Fortune, I think that's the coordinator. If you're still live, this is one of those times that if you have, if the people have questions, they could ask. If they have points of clarity, they could ask now. Remember, if you don't get leads, you won't have deals. If you turn the word lead, L-E-D-S, if you turn it, you're going to get D-E-A-L-S. Leads leads to deal. Leads leads to deals. Leads leads to deals. Acquiring leads and converting that leads is the hallmark of succeeding in your real estate business. Making sales consistently is how you are succeeding as a realtor. And making sales consistently demands that you're getting leads and converting those leads. I hope this helps. I have gained value. Thank you very much. I have a question, but I'll type it here. Where I am is noisy. Good. I've gained value. Good. Who else has gained value? Who else have a question? Fortune, over.